how do you find the maximum and the minimum value? Okay, how do you find the maximum and the minimum value? Huh? You define the minimum and the maximum value by taking the derivative. This is f. So, di ba, you find this is df over dx, right? The slope of this line is just df. This line has the equation y is equal to mx plus b. It is a tangent line, no? So in every point of the function, you get a tangent line to the function. Okay, dire na po yana. So basically, you have now m, and we see that this m is actually a function of x. It changes, right? Of course, b is also a function of x here. So in this case, to find the slope of the tangent line at any point, this is just equal to df over dx. And of course, if you have a specific point to know that if this is x naught here, then m at x naught is just equal to df over dx evaluated at x naught. So unsa ni siya nga, okay, anyway. Now notice at the minimum and the maximum, the tangent line is purely horizontal, right? At the minimum and the maximum. So in that case, to find these points here, we want to find the points x, y, such that, okay, to find, the minimum or maximum, minima, or maxima, that's the plural of minimum, plural of minimum is minima. All we need to do is differentiate f over dx and set this equal to 0. And of course, the solution to this, you can now calculate x, right? Solving this equation for x, you can calculate x. Okay? You can find x. Well, of course, in many functions, it is very difficult to find the x. But let's just assume that it's possible to isolate the x, and we can solve the x. And once you solve the x, you can now solve the y. So let's just put this as x s and ys. Okay, I'll use s because we also call this as stationary point. Okay, stationary points. Kanisha. The minimum and the maximum are stationary point. Now, let's assume, that, of course, the minimum and the maximum does not occur at the boundary. I'm not strict here with the boundary. Of course, in a formal definition, you have to define the boundary, and you also have to check the boundary. Why? Well, because maybe the minimum and the true minimum and the true maximum occurred at the boundary. But here, let's just assume that at the boundary, anyway, we can just extend that to kuan. So here you have xs and ys, and there may be multiple of those. Okay? For example, for a parabola, you only have one solution, and that would be the vertex. For a cubic function, you will have 2. For a quadratic function, you will have 3. No, the graph of a quadratic function is something like that. Pag positive yung So, you have 3. Of course, dito sa the true maximum is natin ginatawag na true maximum and true minimum, or the absolute maximum and the absolute minimum. Here, if it goes to negative infinity, it goes to infinity at negative infinity x, then the true maximum occurs at infinity, no? Both sides. This is absolute minimum. Now, there can be the case that there is also that case nga, for example, this graph here, you have 2 stationary points here. But these are not the absolute minimum or maximum. Nga naman, well, we know that the true maximum occurs at infinity, right? It goes dito and padulong dito. Okay? Also, if you set the interval dire, and here, no, you take the function on this interval diri lang, then we know that, okay, in this case, this two, the true minimum or maximum in this graph, at kanila nga interval is kanisha dire. And the true minimum is kana. But of course, when you take the derivative of that, you don't get the tangent line here is ana. So the derivative of the function at these 2 points is not 0, right? But this is the minimum. And this is the maximum. Okay? So, yeah, that's why you also need to, in order to find, actually, kailangan mo i-check ng boundaries. No, but let's just assume that, we're not interested with let's just assume that it goes from minus infinity to positive infinity, and that we are not with the absolute. We just want to find those stationary points, maybe absolute or maybe absolute or maybe just relative minimum or relative maximum. Okay? So all we have to do is solve this equation. So nakay ani. That's for a function. A single valued function. Okay? Now, what happens if our function, becomes multivariable? Okay? Meaning, we now have, let's say, instead of f of x, we want to find f of x, y, the minimum and the maximum. Okay? So, kung diri man gud ang boundary occurs at a point for a function, it actually occurs at a kaning sa point. For kaning surface, for this multivariable function, it occurs at certain, unsa may boundary sa surface. What's the boundary of a surface? Mangita daw tagkuan be kanang fig something like a fig a unsa tay makita nato nga surface diri be? Kanang walay maano diri. Wait lang ha. So this is the surface. This is a surface, right? Now if we want to ang kaning surface, the equation of a surface is f of xy, z equals f of xy. That's the equation of a surface. Okay? If you set this to be some constant, then you get a curve. Ngano na siya? Nganong when we set f of xy as a constant, we get a curve. But when we just let it to with no restriction, we get a surface. Well, of course, this is the height. This is the point in xy. So if you have this xy as the floor, this point here, xy, if I'm giving a height of that, like for this z, so kada plot na ko ana diri, for every xy na corresponding height diri, di ba? So I would trace some sort of a surface. Tama? Okay? Just like this one. You can think of na diri ang zero, no? So, for example, for this xy here, kaning diri, this is the corresponding height, right? Kaning distance diri, this is the corresponding z. So, ibig sabihin, kani siya, all the z, the height of that is just the z, the height of the function. And of course, you have a vector. The position vector, if you want to make a position vector, dire, ibig sabihin, position vector nga asa, kumbaga pa, asa nga point. For example, this special point here, what is the position vector describing that point? Well, of course, the x and y, that position vector r is given by x, y, and of course z, which is f of x, y, f of x and y. Okay? Now, here's the catch. What we actually want is not only finding the minimum or the maximum, but we want to find the minimum minimum or maximum or the extremum points. We call that, when we say extremum, it's either maximum or minimum. So we want to find the extremum points of the surface, okay? Of the surface due to subject to a constraint. Okay, for example, this surface here, kung tanawon ninyo, has many maximum or minimum, right? This is a maximum point dire. This is a minimum, kaning tunga niya, a relative minimum, right? This is also a minimum dire. Maybe a true minimum if you set the interval kaning dire lang, the boundary kaning dire. Okay? Right? Dagan siya minimum ug maximum. Tama? So, maybe we are interested with what we call constraints. So, since dagan siya minimum maximum, maybe we're not interested for all of them. Maybe we're just interested sa certain region. Okay? Maybe we are just interested the minimum and the maximum in the west. No? In the southwest or whatever is that. Or sa katong, in the case, for example, this is a, let's say this is a, kumbaga pa, mountainous area. And you are to travel from this point, no? Paana ka dira, balik pug kaana nga point. Let's say, a circumferential road. But the circumferential road will go through many, di ba? Tama? Will go through many, So, we want to find, what we want actually is, katong asa tong mga points ka nag-occur, ang pinakataas, o katong ubos. For example, sa Pilipinas, asang pinakataas nga road? Pinaka-highest road. Somewhere in Benguet. Not in Baguio actually. Somewhere in Benguet. I think in Atok ba to? I forgot the name of the place. 7,000 plus feet above sea level. Okay? So, moto ko ani ano? Now, suppose nga mo na plot. Karon katong plot na to, morning, di ba? Morning road, this is the road, no? Whatever is the path nga nagaano siya diri, no? Look at sa top view. Katong road na to will have a mapping sa floor. Nakuha ninyo? I mean a curve. It will trace a curve on the XY plane, right? So, basically, so let's assume it is a perfect circle in the XY plane. It is a perfect circle in the XY plane. So, ibig sabihin, okay, ha? So, this is the XY plane. Suppose that is a perfect circle there, a circle. We know the equation. And this is the, Now, notice asa ang circle ni Igo dire. I mean, asa tong circle. Okay, kana, di ba? Notice this is the circle, right? Nga niigo siya sa, if you look at the circle in this direction, na part dire, tama? Na dire. Also, naapoy diri sa ubos kaayo, right? So, ang kaninga circle, this is a perfect circle on that. This is a circle on the XY plane. But, when we project this one, ibig sabihin, tanang maigo sa circle dire, it will still form a circle pag top view ka, pero pag naa ka diri, you will know that the circle will have a different height. Nakakuha ninyo? Na-imagine ninyo? Okay? It will have a different, call this one, different heights diri. Now, of course, what we want is finding those stationary points. Okay? Stationary points, kung ano sa itong stationary points, that is the maximum and the minimum of the curve formed by the circle as it is being mapped to the surface. Ibig sabihin, morning circle dire, but we know that when we look at the circle, when we draw the circle of this, kani siya, naa siya dire, pero, hindi pa na magbase sa height, no? Dire man taga, naay maigo dire, right? Naay niagi dire, tama? Sa circle. And napoy part sa circle nga to dito. This is because of different height. Nakuha ninyo sabtan? Okay. So this just means that if this cup is represented by the function xy and this is a circle, This is a circle. And what is the equation of a curve? It is just, let's just use G, no? Of xy is equal to some constant. This is now the equation of that curve. The equation of a curve is just like the surface, pero equal siya sa constant. Sabtan ninyo? So, this is a, so ibig sabihin, we want to optimize, or we want to optimize, no? We want to optimize. When we say optimize, get the minimum or the maximum. Depende sa ato ang gusto, no? Sometimes we need the maximum, sometimes we need the minimum. To optimize f object subject to this. Now notice that this is a circle, then our the equation of a circle is x squared plus y squared, right? Minus r squared equals r squared, right? Sabtan niyo? Now for every r, I will have a different circle, right? Different r. Notice that different r, for example, this circle here of this radius r, wala na siya nasulod dire, tama? Maybe tuwa dito sa ubos ni siya. Pero na-part din nga naa dire, no? Katong uban nga mga r dito mo inasulod dire sa surface. Naka ninyo? Okay? So, different r will trace a different circle on the surface if you view it in this direction. So in this case, our g of xy would be x squared plus y squared minus r squared. Okay? And to make, this is not a curve. This is again another surface. Actually, this is the surface ng pana. To make this into a curve, we just set this to be 0 for any specific value, for any constant, right? So, if you set this to 0 or any constant, that would give us a circle of radius r squared plus the constant, right? Square root of that, whatever is that. So anyway, if you set this to be, so the constant in this case is 0. It can be any constant, but it will form still a circle. What is the radius of the circle? The square root of r squared minus whatever, plus that constant, no? So still, it's a circle. So this is a family of circle. In fact, kung saan na siya graph, paana na siya, oh. Saan na siya tawag na? Paraboloid. Paraboloid. Nga naman, lingi na siya. Every, di ba, to form that one, you have, ang pinakaubos niya, which is the circle equal to r equals 0, right? R equals 1, tanawa. Ang R equals 1, nadiri ang ground, no? R equals 1 is nadiri. But the height of that is also 1, dire. R equals 2. 4 dire, 4, 2 squared. 4, dire kay 2, no? So it will form paana o paana siya dire. This is the graph of that. That is the surface. Setting that equal to constant, meaning gikuha lang nimo tong certain nga special nga isa didto, because it forms a family of circles. Okay. Now, okay. Saan naman nato ni? How do we do this? Well, saan ako ipagpa-visualize sa inyo, ha? Natin ginatawag nga, this surface is actually, ang equation ani is f of xy. Okay? Now, f of xy. But f of xy are made up of what we call level curves. Saan ang level curves? We can think of this as, this is, di ba? Natin ginatawag nga level curves. Unsa ang level curves? For example, this is ground is 0. At this, natin ginatawag, slice nimo ni siya dire, slice nimo, no? You will have a shape, a boundary dire, right? And that curve is what we call the level curve at that height. Or imagine na lang a bukid ni, and then take the sea as the Ana, di ba naay matabunan? Tama? Naay mo ano nga level curve? Right? Kato nga curve is what we call the level curve of this surface. Sabtan. Now, so in fact, these are made up of level curves, lain-lain ang shape niya kada lain-lain ang yang contour. Or we can think of that as the contour lines, right? Tanawan ning cup, di ba? Murag ana siya no. Mo nihang sa ground. Mo nihang contour sa zero nga sea level. Pag musaka gamay ang sea level mo na niyang contour no. Musaka gamay, posible nga mo ana niyang contour dire. And so on, right? You will have these contours. But each of these points here are of the same height. Sabtan ninyo? Of the same height. Kaning level curve niya. Now, pero, kalahian, this is the level curve of f of xy. Now here, we will have a curve due to the constraint. This will not form a level curve here. Kay lain-lain ang height nga maigo. Kumago pa, imagine a cylinder nga nag-ana ka dito. The intersection of that cylinder and the surface will not form level nga mga di ba? Na higher, na lower. Okay? So, what would happen now is we have to make use of the fact that if this is the level curve and this is the surface of the curve of constraint, dapat natin lahi nga color. May lahing color. Siyanin na lang. Think of this as the constraint. Now, the constraint would intersect several level curves, right? Sabtan? For example, since mas ubos ning siyang diri, it intersected, posible nga kani, wala ni siya na-intersect diri, no? Dito wala siya intersection diri. Sorry. Lain-lain man din nag-height, no? So this level curve, this constraint intersects the level curve at this point here. It's lower. Kani siya ni-intersect diri, meaning nisaka na siya diri, right? So, nasabtan. So in this case, makita nato that the highest point is kani, right? Mo ni pinakataas nga level curve nga niya naigo. Kay pasaka man ta na, tama? This is the maximum, the highest. Nasabtan ninyo? Okay. Now, we have these characteristics. Imagine this as the level curve of a certain surface. Imagine this is the level curve of a certain surface. Now, we have another curve dito from the constraint. What would happen if the constraint at its maximum, suppose, kaniyang constraint, circle, or whatever is that. Pag abot niya diri, saka siya diri, paana, kaning kuan ako is mapping, ha, pero pag tanaw nimo dito, I'm tracing a perfect circle dito sa baba. Pero akong kamot gana. Pag abot diri, this is the maximum height ngayang naabot. And then mubaba na siya. So, ibig sabihin, pag abot diri, unsay slope sa function. Sa curve. The slope of the curve is purely along the XY plane, right? Kay muha naman siya, right? Pag abot niya, mubab mo na, ay man siya munaog, tama? Mo slope downward, right? So, ibig sabihin, the slope of the function is purely in the XY plane at its maximum. Tama? Okay. Now, unsay slope sa level curve diha? Well, of course, the slope of not the slope, but look at the level curve. At some point, kada point manggod diha sa curve, sa constraint curve, na ay ga-intersect siya og level curve. Let's look at the intersection of the level curve of this surface. Imagine lang yun mo, ha? Kay, saon naman, wala man tayo gamit. So imagine na surface dire. Imagine na surface. I hope we see the same surface, no? Basta, I'm seeing a surface here. Wala ko kabalon sa inyo nakita nga surface. Okay? So we have a level curve here. And we have another curve which is the constraining curve. Pag abot niya dito sa point the highest point of the constraining curve, asang yung slope sa tangent line, the slope of the tangent line of that constraining curve should be in the only in the xy plane. For example, katong kapasaka diri asa yung slope? I mean tangent line, di ba paana? The tangent line is not constrained on the xy. I mean it's purely three-dimensional, right? I mean nasa xyz. Pero pag abot niya sa maximum, wherever possibly nga dito sa gatubang ang tangent line or dito, but it has no z component, right? Because it will start going down and it will slow down sa ano. Now, na-establish na ninyo ang level, ang constraint sa ano, sa constraining curve. Now, how about the surface, the level curve of the surface? Let's look at the interaction. Katong maximum niya, katong point, kung asa sa naabot dito, the maximum point, it intersects a level curve, right? Can you still imagine that? Morning maximum, no? Okay. Kani, na level curve dire, right? Of this level in the surface, let's say, anaadri ang C, no? So, this surface will draw a certain level. Mo intersect siya dire, right? So, kung tanawin mo at if I'm looking, nagana ko dito, this will be that level curve of this surface. Right? That is the level curve of the surface. Pag naako dire, no? The surface is here. I'm looking downward. So, I would see the level curve as this. Now, ang katong constraining curve, which it could be a circle. Let's just use a circle for simplicity. The circle might look like this. Kana. This is the intersection of the level curve and the, okay, I'll exaggerate the drawing. This could be the constraining curve, no? The constraint. And this is the level curve. This, kaning nag-touch na sila dira. Okay? Nag-touch ng duha. This is a different touch, no? Okay? So, katong pag-touch sa level curve, the level curve is, asa ang, okay, by the way, asa ang tangent line sa level curve directed? Only in the x and y, right? Because, naaraman siya dire. So, the tangent lines of the level curve is nasa x and y plane only, right? Wala siya sa z. Kay level curve man siya, naaraman siya dira. Now, kaning dire, kaning constraining curve, pag touch ana sa level curve, pag touch niya sa level curve, okay? Pag touch niya karon sa level curve, unsay mahitabo? What do you see the tangent line? The tangent line of the level curve is of course tangent to it, right? Tama? So, morning level curve, tangent to it, this curve, this is kanya akong right, kaning tudlo na ni, no? Is the tangent line of the level curve kani. Now, let the tangent line sa ako ang constraining curve. Pag abot diri at the maximum, let's say this will touch this one at the maximum. Asa gani kay maximum man nga point dire, like mo ana, kani nga point of tangency, this point is the maximum height nga pwede na ako passing through the constraining curve. Asa ang yahang slope dire? Di ba paana dito? Also in the xy plane, but I'm not specifying the direction. But we are sure since this is the maximum, ang slope is pag abot dire is purely on the xy plane, the same as this. But there's another thing. Not only is that this is purely in the xy, this and this are purely in the xy plane sa ilang point of intersection, kaning maximum ani, but they are parallel. They must be parallel. Why? Kasi pag nakay curve diri, you have no other means, pag mubaba ka, pag abot diri, you are, kumbaga pa, pag touch ni mo diri, of course you are parallel. Right? Ang inyong tangent lines are parallel. Now, ano na siya? Normal to the tangent line is what we call the gradient of the of this. I mean, not always. The thing about level curves is that in each of that curve, you can calculate the gradient, right? What's the gradient? For example, if you set this to be some any k, constant k, taking del f evaluated at k, if this is the level curve at this is f of xy equals k, no? This is f of xy equals k, then at each point you will see that the tangent line, the gradient is always normal to the curve at the point of evaluation. Okay? That is del f. If f is a level curve. Now, how about kani? Asa padulong? Di ba always po siya, although kani, it might have this direction. Nasa z direction, no? If it has a, okay? Actually, in the, this is in the xy naman siya dire. So, paana lagi siya dito, right? Okay, but ang slope sa surface, pwede siya paana. Pero, so sa ito pa, paana lagi siya, purely in the xy plane, ang yahang del. Del f, you have now what? In vector form, that would be partial f, partial x, partial f, partial y, no? Okay? Well, if you add partial f, partial z, pero mura man itong f dire. No dependence on z. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, this will have a 0, z. Right? F has no dependence on z. So, purely, ana siya. Okay. Now, asa karon ang, let's say, this is the point of intersection, no? This is the point of intersection. Asa niyang kuan dire? Kana. Now, this is the constraining curve. Nag-intersect sila dire. In the constraining curve, you can also calculate gradient. You can also calculate the gradient of constraining curves. So that means the gradient of the constraining curve must, okay, is always paana dito, right? Ana niya, no? Suppose dire, dito paana na po na siya, no? Well, it's either way, no? Either paana or paana. But what we know is that at the point of intersection, and that point of intersection is not any intersection. It only happens at the maximum and the minimum. Because whenever the constraining curve intersects a level curve, not at the maximum or minimum, gaana na sila, no? Gaana, ning isa diri, asang tangent line niya sa constraining curve. Gapasaka man siya. So, paana dito, right? Pero ang level curve, paana siya, xy. So, ibig sabihin, dili sila, no? But when it occurs at the maximum or minimum, then the two are either parallel or anti-parallel. Ibig sabihin, if this is del f, then this must be del g. Right? So what do we say? What do we say about two vectors which are parallel or anti-parallel? Then we can say that del f is just equal to del g multiplied by a scalar. And we call that scalar lambda. That is what we call the Lagrange multiplier. Okay? The solution to this will produce how many equations? 2 equations. Unsa ni siya? Sa 2, ano lang tayo, we have, this vector is partial f over partial x and partial f over partial y. And this is equal to lambda partial g over partial x and lambda partial g over partial y. So the 2 equations are partial f over partial x equals lambda partial g over partial x. This is the first equation. The second equation is partial f over partial y equals lambda partial g over partial y. But we have three unknowns here. If you evaluate this, no, sa kuan, these two corresponding points are the same. I mean, if this is a point, kaning point mag-correspond na sila. You have a third equation. The third equation is actually g of xy equals constant. This is your constraint. So we can now solve this equation. Okay? So dili na nako i-solve ang, I mean, I'm not going specific here because my purpose is not actually kanino. Dili this is still in the calculus level. Okay? In fact, ako lang siyang gi-introduce sa inyo because I want you to somehow get an intuition of optimization at the geometric level. Because ang ato ang sunod ng mga we will deal with calculus of variation. That is an optimization at the functional space. Kay ang space nato kay set of real numbers na. But calculus of variation is an optimization problem. It's an optimization tool wherein we're dealing with function spaces. And this function spaces is usually infinite dimensional, vector space. So, lisod na kayo imagine dito. But, if you have a grasp of imagination dire, somehow pwede na siya madala dito. In fact, dire, we are dealing with the stationary points. Pag abot sa calculus of variation, we are dealing with stationary functions. Functions that would actually give the functional an optimized value. So, that's why I introduced it one here. Anyway, now I'd like you to prove this one. Problem set na ako na ihatag sa inyo, ha? Prove. Okay, this is a problem A. Ano sa problem set? Suppose this is a level curve f of xy, and let's say this is a level curve. No, this is g of xy. The level curve equals some constant equals k, and this is the point of an extremum point occurs at that. No. Now prove. What you're going to do is find the equation of the tangent line for this, and the equation of the tangent line, this tangent line for this function, and the tangent line for this function. Okay? The equation of the two tangent lines. The equation of the two tangent lines, find the equation of the two tangent lines and prove that they are identical. Okay? They are the same. They are the same line. Okay? Also, prove that, okay, at this point, this is a solution to this equation, prove that the gradient is perpendicular to the tangent line. But how are you going to do that? Because lahi man ang nature, you have a line and you have a line is a set. This is an element of another type of set, which is a vector and the line. But what you need is actually, if this is that vector, which is we call that del f, then find the equation of the line nga buagi na siya dira, and show that the slope of this tangent line is the negative reciprocal of this tangent line here. So how do you find the slope of this tangent line? Okay, mo nang ipag-exercise karon. How do you find the equation of a line that that is parallel to a given vector? Remember sa katong nato, tong discussion on katong di man dayto kamo ba? Because ako nag-discuss magud ko ang dual space gani sa vectors o sa covectors. In the covector spaces, you have instead a series of grid, which is the vectors, the arrows are replaced by lines. So, kanin yung buhaton ron for a quiz, 5-minute quiz. Suppose na kay point dire, this is the point, and this is a vector V. Okay? And this is, of course, this point P here is given by the vector P. This is what we call a point of evaluation. We want to know the equation of the line. Kani. This equation of the line that actually parallel. I would have to use parallel. Na quote and unquote ha. Although, yeah, that arrow is parallel, pero lahi na siya nga space, ha? Kaning magod, lahi nga space, kaning arrow, lahi na siya nga space, ginatanan na to, no? Pero na ginatawag nga dual space, but we will not get there in that language because, well, that's a language of tensors. So anyway, nakay vector dire, find the equation of this line. Given the vector V, and the point of evaluation P, find the equation of the line that is parallel. Okay? Or, yeah, that passes through this point. Show, hatag na lang nako. Ako nang giderive. Okay, V is given by Vx, Vy. And let us give P as Px, Py. Show that the equation of this, show that the equation of that is given by, prove that the equation of this line is given by this. This will give you a line, okay? 5 minutes. Well, actually, ako na ganyan gihimong obvious. Kay, klaro man eh. Kung sa man siya diri, M, di ba? So, na mo yung idea, M. Pero ang question na, nganong mao ni M? Muna ang, nganong mao man ang M de? Oh, why is it the M? Oh, nganong mao man ang M? Kay? Okay. Nabada slope ang vector. Oh. Well, of course, di ba kaning B mga bisan asa na nimo butang? Butang na nimo dira. This is Vx and this is Vy and this is Vx. Well, kaning nga point diri o kana nga point have the slope of course Vy over Vx. Mo na siyang slope. So nana idea dayon, then all you have to do is substitute the point and you have the point. Unsa ni siya nga point? Px, Py given man na. Substitute to the equation y is equal to mx plus b, right? So nana tay m. This is Vy over Vx, x. So y is equal to plus b. Now you can calculate b, right? By substituting sa point px, py on this equation here. Then, pag solve mo sa b, plug in na po ni mo dira, you will get this equation. So, yeah, I made it obvious that way. Okay? Kay mo nang tagalan ta mo 5 minutes kay obvious na kay ni. Kay kung ako tong gibutang ng Vxy minus Py equals Vx, x minus Px, kani. Ambot lang. Okay? This is not very... Okay. Now, okay, we can also have, ang question, morning equation sa line. How do we parameterize this line? Muna nitong ano ron. Parameterizing this line here. Meaning that instead of xy, kaninya equation, we want to have a vector of the form r of xt, yt, right? Pareha itong sa circle. So, imagining it as a point being traversed by something. So, kung iparameterize natin siya, kani nga line, we are going to need this vector here. Kani. This point, at every point of the line, we're going to need that vector pointing to every point on that line, right? If we are going to parameterize this line. Ang question is, saan natin ipagkuha nga vector? This vector is that vector there. Okay? Our parameterization. But how do we calculate this vector? Because this will be important actually in defining the directional derivative of a function. This is the key to defining the directional derivative of a function. Because we want to calculate, in directional derivative, we are calculating a derivative of a function, not in the direction of x and y or z, but on an arbitrary function. Tangent of a function. Wala mo naka-discuss ever of directional derivative. Okay, sige. Usahawan mo ni. Parameterize. Sige daw, ikaw daw, parameterize daw. Okay, how do you parameterize this? Well, simple. Let's use just basic vector geometry. Di ba? Mao ni ang point, no? Mao ni ang V. Right? Mao ni ang P. So, ang line nga itong i-parameterize is kani nga line, right? Kana nga line. We want to get every vector of this. Mao ni ang origin diri, no? Every vector here. Now, of course, kani nga point diri, unsa ni siya nga point? How do we get this point diri? This point can be taken as the sum of this point here, can be taken as the sum of P plus a stretched version of V, right? Tama? Pag i-stretch ni mo ning V, maabot ka diri, tama? How about kaning point diri? Well, this point is also this P here times a what? A compressed version of V but reversed. That means that that point there, R, must just be equal to P plus a constant, a real number. No? We call this our parameterization. Let's call this T times the vector V. T now will run from negative infinity to positive infinity. So this is now our R of T. This is clear our R of T, which is, kung ato ning explicit, this is Px plus Tvx. Px plus, Py plus Tvy. That is now the parameterization of that vector. So, ibig sabihin, all points, So, number 1, katong dito, no? Itong kaninga line. Now, number 2, prove that if we parameterize this line and we the parameterization of this line here, tangent line, and this vector, if this is parameterized by, let's say, R, kani, then prove that del F dot R equals 0. Prove that del F, that the parameterization of this R is equal to 0. Prove this. This is A. If you parameterize this, let's say you call the parameterization R, and of course you can calculate del F. Prove that del F dot R equals 0.